Hello, my math friends. All right, so we are moving on to adding in fourth grade, specifically with standard algorithm. Now, in fourth grade, we're going to move up in place value. We're going to start adding numbers in the thousands, in the 10,000s, in the 100,000s. In fourth grade, we go all the way up to 1 million. So for an example today, I'm just going to keep it pretty simple with the thousands place. So if we have numbers 3,000, and we see that comma separating our periods, 254, and 4,637, we're going to look at it two different ways today. We're going to look at it as just the standard algorithm, adding by place value, and we're going to look at it how we can represent this in a visual model. Okay, so I'm actually going to set this up with our visual model. So I see that I have 3,000s, which I will represent with 3,000s place cubes. 200s, 510s, and 4 ones. Okay, this represents our first number of 3,254. Now I'm going to do the same thing for our second number, our 4,637. So again, this time I'm drawing 4 thousands cubes, making sure I'm giving myself some room here. There we go. 600s. So there's 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, and 600. 3 tens, which is going to be the same thing as 30. 10, 20, 30, and 7 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. All right, I now have both of my numbers modeled visually. So what we're going to do is we're going to show how to do it with the standard algorithm, and we're going to bounce over to what that would look like on the visual model. Now, when we are adding with standard algorithm, we have to start in the ones place, or whatever our smallest place value is. In this case, we can see my ones column has my 4 ones plus my 7 ones. I know that 7 plus 4 is 11. Now, I cannot write 11 down here in my solution. So what we will do is we're going to write down what we have in the ones place, and we're going to carry that 10, that 110, over to our tens place. Now we can see this here that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. What we're basically doing is we're dropping down this one right here, and we're regrouping this 4 and this 6, and we're bringing it to our tens. Ones place is done. All right, now let's go ahead and take a look at our tens place. We're moving right along here. So in the tens place, I have my regrouped 1. So 1 plus 5 is 6. 6 plus 3 more is 9. Works out really nice. I don't have to do any regrouping here. So we see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So that represents 9 tens or 90. Moving on to the hundreds, we have 200 up top, represented here, 600 in our bottom number, represented here. 2 plus 6, I did not have anything regrouped here, so I just do 2 plus 6 is 8, and I can see this as 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, and 800. Now, because we're dealing with thousands, we want to make sure that we drop that comma, separating our periods. And we're ready to take a look at the thousands place. Here we have 3,000 at the top, 4,000 at the bottom. 3 plus 4 is 7. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, and 7,000. So we were able to see here with a standard algorithm as well as a visual model. I do want to do one more problem with the standard algorithm just to show you what it would look like with a little bit more regrouping. Okay? So I'm going to scoot this up just a little bit. And we're going to use bigger, larger numbers here so we get a better example of regrouping. So we're going to use the number 5,684, and to that we are going to add 6,432. Notice that my place values are lined up, and we're starting in the ones. 4 plus 2 is 6. Don't have to do any regrouping there. We're just going to bring it straight down. So we have 6 ones. Now if I move over to my tens, 8 plus 3 is 11. So we're going to do the same thing that we did in our previous problem. We're dropping whatever's in the ones place there, and we're going to regroup. Because essentially, if we have 11 tens, that's the same thing as 110. We can't write 110 down here. That's not going to work for us. So we're taking those 10 tens and we're regrouping them as 100. Here we have 1 plus 6 is 7. 7 plus 4, 11 again. 1 goes down, and we're regrouping those hundreds and making a group of 1,000. 5 plus 1 is 6. 6 plus 6 is 12. So altogether we have 12,116.